with a countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Deadeye! A dagger for Nick! Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Greetings, salutations, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you courtside in historic Frosty Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman welcomes in the Wingate Bulldogs. Eagles are 14-9, 9-8 in South Atlantic Conference play, and fresh out of winning 2 out of 3 on the road against high-level competition. Eagles have beaten Wise and Lincoln Memorial, 2 NCAA tournament quality teams, while also falling on the road to the region's best team in Anderson. And in comes Wingate, who defeated Carson-Newman 79-70 back on December 20th in the final game before Christmas. Eagles looking for a bit better performance. Wingate smashed the offensive glass with 15 offensive rebounds in a 9-point win that stopped a 3-game losing streak for him at the time. How it all shakes out, we check in with Chuck Benson. His pregame comments head your way when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
An interview with head coach Chuck Benson heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Time to check in with the Eagles head coach. Here's Chuck Benson alongside the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Back on the AEC countdown to tip-off as Carson-Newman begins a 5-game stretch with 4 in the home-friendly confines of Holt Fieldhouse. Eagles welcome in the Wingate Bulldogs today. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, Wingate, you faced in your favorite game of the year, the game before Christmas, came out on the losing side in a 9-point loss where Wingate absolutely hammered the offensive glass. What takeaways do you have from that game that you hope to apply today against the Bulldogs?
I like to think we're a better team now than we were that last game before the break. Clearly, that was a statement game for them. I felt like they just kicked our front teeth in. We've played a lot of basketball since then, and I've seen some improvement in our team. Hopefully today we do what you said. We've got to do a great job on the defensive boards. We've got to do a good job of protecting the paint while actually still contesting shots from the perimeter. Then we got to take care of the basketball on the offensive side. So we know exactly what we need to do, but then actually having the discipline to go out there and do it is the challenge of the moment.
They made scoring tough in the second half, limited you to less than 30% shooting after halftime. How do you approach what they do defensively?
First of all, they're big and athletic. In our last 3 games at Anderson, at LMU, and now this, they are as big and athletic, in fact, bigger and more athletic, I think, than the teams we just faced. So that's one element. But then they do a great job of really like sitting in gaps, protecting paint, and forcing jump shots. We've got to figure out a way to unpack their defense and to create space, and then we've got to maximize our effectiveness in that space. So it's a lot easier said than done, Cav, but I think I've seen a degree of growth in that area since that game in late December.
Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. You're coming off of a game against LMU where just the third time all season Jack Browder hasn't led you in scoring. You have said that you've enjoyed the continued evolution of players like Rylan Houck, Matt Bilbray, Khalees Fry. What are the next steps for guys like that as you head into these final 5 games with 4 at home?
Well, we've got to hopefully see consistency. You know, we've seen a lot of consistency from Jack this year and from Bilbray in particular. But we need some of the other guys to continue to find the confidence to do that. Again, it's easier said than done, and it is late in the year. But right now, we're really trying to focus more on protecting and doing a great job with the things that we all do together. So that our team defense, our team offensive execution, our team rebounding, we're trying to make more of that. And then as guys emerge individually from the safe protection of the team, we get that extra boost and surge.
First time since 2021 that you've held 3 straight teams below 40% shooting. You're looking for a 4th today, which was last done in 2021. Why has your defense rounded into form the way it has against some high-level opposition?
Well, we've been sort of searching, I think, throughout the year what might be the best approach for this team. And it seems like as we've gone into February, we have found a little bit more consistency, especially with our man and some of our aggressive trapping that we've been doing here lately. But ultimately, we've kept the ball in the paint. Yeah, that's what we've really done. We've kept the ball in the paint, forced contested shots, and then rebounded well.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck today against the Bulldogs.
Thanks, Cav.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineups head your way when the AEC countdown to tip-off returns after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This
Bounce feed inside, Browder right block through contact. He gets it to go.
is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To the cup, right hand leaner, rolls off front side. Jaws there for the tip. Ooze hit it. Ooze hit it. Carson-Newman celebrates.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
We welcome you back courtside in Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman and Wingate for the 78th time all-time. Bulldogs lead the all-time series 45-32 and won the first meeting this year between the two teams. Carson-Newman angling for a split. Starting lineups, first for the visiting Bulldogs under the direction of Brian Good for an 18th season, the dean of the South Atlantic Conference men's basketball head coaches. Wingate trots out a little bit different lineup than when these teams played back in December, and that's because of the presence of Alex Godley in the starting five, 6'5" forward out of Burlington, North Carolina. He's joined by two other forwards, Kendall Campbell, 6'8", 230 pounds out of Atlanta, and Isaiah Vick, 6'7", out of Gainesville, Virginia, a freshman out of Fork Union Military Academy. The guards, Corbin Pack, 6'3", 190 pounds, senior from Myrtle Beach, and Jordan Miller, 6'1", 175 pounds, senior from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Wingate has a lot of guys that score in double digits. Vick, Pack, Miller, Godley, and Campbell, everyone in the starting five averages double digits. Carson-Newman, same starting five that it has utilized in 22 of its previous 23 games. So for a 23rd time, it is the lineup of Jack Browder, Rylan Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry, and Matt Bilbray. Jack Browder is on the watch list for moving up the rebounding and scoring ranks today. He needs 10 rebounds to catch Emmanuel Terry on the Sacks all-time rebounds list. And he's 3 points away from matching Presbyterian's Chuck Rayford for 7th in the league in scoring, and then 20 from catching Ish Sanders on both the league and school lists. Eagles out in the pristine home whites, white tops, white shorts, orange numerals trimmed in blue. Carson-Newman written around the numbers in blue on orange on the front of the jerseys. Navy blue road jerseys for the Bulldogs with white numbers trimmed in gold. Campbell versus Illick for the jump. Campbell wins the tap. And Wingate controls, moving right to left to open up this contest against man-to-man defense for the Eagles. Campbell right point. Moves right down the side of the paint, leans into Illick, and connects on a runner to give the Bulldogs an opening 2-0 lead. 20 seconds in. Eagles move the basketball from left to right. Bilbray stripped by Miller. It's across the timeline. Bilbray picks it up. Darts to the head of the key. Chest pass left wing. Browder. Up to Fry. Back to Browder. Left wing. He tries a triple and swishes it. Jack Browder, now 7th all-time in league history in scoring. 1,905 career points. He's tied Presbyterian's Chuck Rayford. He was up 3-2, 50 seconds in. Bulldogs with it front court. Pack, head of the key, underhand flip, left wing Miller. Miller out to the right wing for Vic. Dive, dish, right corner for Godley. Back around to the left wing, Miller with 6 to shoot. Miller starts inside, backs up, left wing, long 2, glances off the front iron. Illick and Fry collide for the rebound at the head of the key. Eagles get the stop and move left to right with it. Bilbray accelerates down the left side of the paint on Campbell, floats it out to the left wing, Fry. Fry, jab step, right foot. His white shoot, pivots at the foul line, gets it out to Howe, top of the key. On to Bilbray, left wing, 12 to shoot. Bilbray, lob to Fry, head of the key, 9 and 8. Fry drives on Vic, over to Howe, left corner, catch 3, left it short off the left iron. Rebound snared by Vic, and the Bulldogs move it right to left, down by 1. 18-15 to go in the first half. Wingate front court. Miller at the right point, right around to Campbell's screen to the elbow. Swings it out to the left wing. Vic tries a triple. It thuds against the side of the backboard. Browder grabs the rebound. His first, and the Eagles bring it left to right. Browder at the top of the key. Defended man-to-man by Godley. Sends it to Bilbray, right wing. Back to Browder up top. Browder spins inside. Right, back left. Left-hand finger roll. Falls off front side and into Vic's arms. 3-2 Eagles. 17:43 to play in the first half. Wingate onto the offensive end. Vic, chest pass Miller, left wing. Miller, right, left baseline drive, stumbles, pass across the baseline, intercepted by Houck, but he's out of bounds, and it goes back to Wingate. Eagle fans, AEC is your local electric co-op. Service you can trust and value, you can depend on, powering Mossy Creek, where AEC, powering what matters most. Teams made their first shots of the game and haven't made anything since. It's 3-2. 17:31 to play in the first half. Wingate looking to retake the lead on this possession. Right wing for Campbell. Off to the left point. Godley swing it to Pack, right point. Pack gets to the right elbow, dumps inside Campbell, lowers the shoulder on fly, pumps, kicks it back out to the right wing. Pack fires a long 2, and he rattles it in 15 feet out, right side of the lane. 4-3. Wingate stops a 2-minute scoring drought. Takes a 1-point lead with 17:10 to go in the first half. Now, the Eagles haven't scored in 2 minutes as Bilbray brings it across the timeline. Bilbray, left-hand dribbles against Isaiah Vick. Gets it to Illick off the bounce right wing. Underhand shovel, Browder, right corner, flashes for 3 and drills it. Jack Browder has drained a second 3. That stops the Eagles' 2-minute scoring drought, puts them up by 2, 6-4. 16:43 to go in the first half. Loose ball, Fry intercepts, gets it to Bilbray. Eagles don't have numbers. Wingate has 4 back. Browder driving, right block, teardrop, good off glass. 5 in a row for Jack Browder. Eagles by 4. 8-4, 16:27 to play in the first half off the turnover. Bulldogs with it front court. Pack down the right side of the lane. Bounce feed into the left corner. Miller around to the left wing. Godley a triple. Toilet bowls out front side. Rebound punched up by Campbell. Second chance. Pack right wing 3. Back iron no. Illick at the left elbow. Reaches up to pluck the rebound from the sky. He gets it to Jack Browder, who will walk it over the timeline right side for Carson-Newman. Browder stripped for a moment by Godley. Got it back on the right wing. Left around an Illick string to the top of the key. Browder spins on Godley into the lane. Crossover dribble. Kick out Illick. Right corner. Catch 3. It's short off the right iron. Campbell shuffles down to the right block to grab the rebound. 8-4 Eagles, 15:45 to go in the first half. Bulldogs onto the offensive end. Right wing for Isaiah Vick. Vick inside out to the left point. Campbell tries a triple and he swishes it. Kendall Campbell, just his 9th made 3 of his career for the Elon transfer. Pulls Wingate within 1, 8-7, 15:24 to play in the first half. Not a volume guy, does make him at 32% on the season. 8-7 Eagles, 15-17 to go in the first half. That stops the 5-0 Eagle run. Browder, left of the lane, muscles inside, bruises his way in for a right-hand scoop. That won't fall, but a whistle and a foul. Charge the foul to Miller, his first. First on the Bulldogs, brings us to a break in the action. 15:08 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 8, Wingate 7. Back and forth we go. We've had 3 lead changes in the opening 4 minutes and 52 seconds here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
15:08 to play in the first half. Jack Browder has all 8 of Carson-Newman's points in this one. Eagles up 8-7 on Wingate. Browder 12 points away from matching Ish Sanders on both the Sac and Carson-Newman all-time scoring lists, and he's at the free throw line, calmly sinking the first of 2 to put the Eagles up 2. 9-7 with 15:08 to play in the first half. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles, so when you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Large one-topping pizzas are $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Browder goes 2 for 2 at the line. He has all 10 of Carson-Newman's points, and the Eagles up 10-7 on the Bulldogs 5 minutes into the game. Campbell pulls his way inside on Illick and finishes hard through contact with the right handoff glass. Tough take for Kendall Campbell. He's got 7. Bulldogs down 1. 10-9, 14:47 to play in the first half. He was onto the offensive end. Bilberry, left wing with the basketball. Motions for Houck to come to him. Dribble handoff to him, left wing. Flip it head of the key, Browder. Browder dumps inside Houck. Lands, turns, shoots with the right hand, and switches over top of Godley. Ryland Houck, the first player not named Jack Browder to score for Carson-Newman. 12-9 Eagles, 14:24 to play in the first half. Both teams shooting 50% from the field to open up this contest. Pack, head of the key. Brings it out to the right wing. Jordan Miller. Miller between the legs. Takes it head of the key. Campbell. Dribble handoff for Godley up top. Godley left around a Campbell screen. Scrapes it right wing Vick. Vick muscles inside. Layup up. Blocked by Illick. Got it back. Turns 4 and 3 to shoot. Out to the right point. Miller tries a triple. Barely grazes iron. Long rebound tracked down in the right corner by Pack. Third try for the Bulldogs. Campbell inside. Underhand toss, left corner. Vick a 3. He rattles it in. Isaiah Vick has his first points. Wingate getting on the offensive glass to tie the game at 12 with 13:38 to play in the first half. A pair of offensive rebounds on that possession, 3 for the game. Eagles with the ball on the offensive end. Browder down the right side of the paint. Hangs, doesn't hit, blocked by Godley into Uosis's hands. Eagles reset. Shot clock reset. It should not have reset to 20. And they're going to put the shot clock at 11. So, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. 9 to shoot for Carson-Newman, trying to break this 12-all tie. Bilbray between the legs, pulls up, free throw line, 15-footer, swishes it. First points for Matt Bilbray, 14-12 Eagles, 13:08 to play in the first half. Bulldogs bring it front court against the Eagles' man defense. Campbell tries a straight-on triple. It's off the mark front of the 10. Browder shuffles right block to grab his second rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right. Houck Whirls into the paint, shot up with the right hand, rims off front side. Illick an offensive rebound, turns, shoot, airballs the layup. Uosis a third try, he's fouled, taking it back up. Carson-Newman gets on the offensive glass, and Ivoris Uosis earns 2 free throws after a Kendall Campbell foul, his first. Second on the Bulldogs. And Ivoris Uosis to the line where he's 5 of 8 this season. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. Uosis makes the first free throw. He's got the Eagles up by 3. If he makes the second, he'll match Carson-Newman's biggest lead of the day. It came on the heels of a 5-0 Jack Browder run. Carson-Newman up 15-12 with 12:45 to play in the first half. One more free throw for Ivoris Uosis. Bends the knees, flips up the second, and shorts it off the front of the 10. Jaden Street grabs the rebound. Lead holds at 3 for the Eagles. 15-12 with 12:40 to play in the first half. Bulldogs bring it front court. Right wing for Godley. Godley swings it up to Miller, left wing. Miller spins inside on Browder, tosses free throw line Campbell. Inside out action, head of the key, Godley. Godley, 11 and 10. Fades from the right elbow. Misfires off the back iron. Uosis the rebound. Gets it into Matt Bilbray's hands, and the Eagles get into the half court. Bilbray to the left wing for Carson-Newman, leading by 3. 12-12 to go in the first half. Bilbray, defense sags off. He shoots a triple. It's online but strong. Fry an offensive rebound. He pumps, lays it up. No. Third try. Fry out to Bilbray between the rings. Around to Browder right wing. He tries a triple. Off the mark to the right. 3 times, no charm for the Eagles. Miller the rebound for the Bulldogs. Wingate brings it from right to left. Left wing for Jaden Street. Toss across to Miller right point. Miller bounces to the left point for Jaden Street. Skips it into the right corner. Campbell hands off Pack. Back to Campbell right elbow. He shoots the 15-footer and swishes it. 9 for Kendall Campbell. 15-14, Eagles by 1. 11:30 to play in the first half. Eagles have missed their last 5 shots. One of their last 7 from the field after a 4 of 7 start. Bilbray dispossessed on the far sideline. It's out of bounds and stays with Carson-Newman. 11:12 to play, or 11:22, pardon me, to play in the first half. 15-14, Eagles by 1. Carson-Newman's led by as many as 4. We've had 3 ties, or 1 tie. We've had 3 lead changes. It's been back and forth here inside of Holt Fieldhouse on the Eagle Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you along. A 15-14 lead for Carson-Newman on Wingate. The Eagles trying to split the regular season series with the Bulldogs. Team started hot, but Carson-Newman at one of its last 7 from the field. Bulldogs shooting 43%, the Eagles at 36%, but Carson-Newman has gotten to the free throw line. Carson-Newman ball out of the break with 12 to shoot. Browder has it left point. He drives inside on Bradley, spins, shoots. It caroms off right side into Bradley's arms. Eagles have missed 6 straight. They lead by 1, 15-14, 11:03 to play in the first half. Bulldogs with it on the offensive end. Fry deflection, he steals it. Fry running to the rim, he goes in and flushes it home with the right hand. Vintage Khalees Fry. 17-14, Eagles stop their 0 of 6 streak from the field, get up by 3 with 10:48 to play in the first half. And issue with the shot clock. I think it reset a scotch too late. Wingate basketball. Out of the key for Kendall Campbell. He hands off to Miller. Down the left side of the paint. Spins and it's Campbell. He'll take a straight on triple. In and out, no good. Browder yanks down the rebound in front of Street. And the Eagles bring it left to right. It's 3 boards for Browder. 7 away from matching Terry for 7th in sack history. Browder goes like a whirling dervish inside and sinks a turnaround J from 8 feet out. Straight on. 19-14. Eagles have their biggest lead of the day at 5. 19-14, 10-15 to go in the first half. Bulldogs with it front court. High-low action deflected out of bounds by Fry. It stays with the Bulldogs on the left side of the baseline. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Bulldogs set up shot between the rings. Miller a drive on Browder, fades from the right elbow and flushes home the 15-footer. First points for Jordan Miller. 19-16, Eagles by a triple. 9:57 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman basketball moving from left to right in the pristine home whites. Miller picks up Bilbray as he brings it across the timeline center court. Bilbray, head of the key, start and stop down the left side of the lane, drives inside, pumps, pivots, bounces out to Houck, head of the key. Houck a drive. He feeds Bilbray underneath. Back to Fry. Fry splits 2 defenders, kick out Uosis. Extra pass right corner, Bilbray. His heels on the sideline. He's out of bounds for Carson-Newman's first turnover. Ball to the Bulldogs. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they're laser focused on your success. Right wing for Bradley, tosses right baseline. Campbell spins, shoots, doesn't score, but he's fouled. Got tapped on the elbow as he fired the jumper by Matt Bilbray. First personal on Bilbray, first team foul on the Eagles. 2 free throws result for Kendall Campbell. Both these teams shooting below 45% from the field for the game. The Eagles have made 2 threes, as have the Bulldogs. Both may have made 7 shots. The difference is Carson-Newman's 3 of 4 at the line, and as Campbell rattles off the first, Bulldogs are now 0 of 1. So those 3 free throws, the sole difference in this game right now. Those are +2 on the glass. Carson-Newman has more offensive rebounds and just as many second chance points as the Bulldogs. Second free throw for Campbell. Lobs it up and swishes it. 10 for Kendall Campbell. He's already at his scoring averages, the Elon transfer. 19-17, Carson-Newman by 2 with 9:12 to play in the first half. Colin Brown comes in to run the point for Carson-Newman, his first game back from illness. Houck on the left wing, pressured by Stephen Quinn. Houck drives left baseline, stops, whistle. An offensive foul on the Eagles and away from the basketball on Jack Browder. First on Browder, second on the Eagles. A second straight possession ends in a turnover for Carson-Newman, both dead ball. 1 step out of bounds, 1 offensive foul. Now the Bulldogs have a chance to tie with the 2 on this trip. Left wing, Derek Bradley. He tries a triple. Missed it off the front iron. Campbell palmed the rebound. Illick got a tap, and Brown corrals for the Eagles. Brown in transition. Leaps and passes across the timeline. Jack Browder will touch it and go over and back. And it will be Wingate basketball. So 3 straight possessions with a turnover for Carson-Newman. 8:39 to play in the first half. Wingate down 2. 19-17 after the Eagles grabbed a 5-point lead. 3 straight empty possessions for Carson-Newman. Out of the key, Quinn tries a triple. Karam's off right side. Brown the rebound. And the Eagles bring it from left to right. Browder runs the point for Carson-Newman. Jaden Street picks him up. Browder, crossover dribble, chest pass, Brown right wing. He tries a triple and knocks it down. Colin Brown's 3rd made 3 of the season. Eagles match their biggest lead of the day at 5. 22-17 with 8:07 to play in the first half. Bulldogs front court. Bradley, free throw line. Kick out, right wing for Campbell. Campbell twirls around, got stripped by Brown into the right corner for Derek Bradley. Bradley lost the handle on it. It's out of bounds through Colin Brown's hands and stays with Wingate. Brings us to a break. 7:52 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 22, Wingate 17. Bulldogs shooting 38.9% from the field. Eagles have made their last 3 shots. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
7:52 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman a 22-17 lead on Wingate. Eagles went through a stretch where they turned it over on 3 straight possessions, but have recovered and extended the lead to 5. Wingate looking to stop a streak of back-to-back Eagle buckets on this possession. Miller runs the point between the rings against Browder. Swings it left wing to Bradley, back to Miller, top of the key. Shot clock expires as he fired from the right elbow. Turnover number 3 for the Bulldogs. Ball back to Carson-Newman with a 22-17 lead and 7:38 to go in the first half. Eagles angling for a split in the season series. Dilbray drives inside, pass into the corner. Browder grabs, pumps, lays, airball, got his own miss, turns right block, hangs, hits. 4th rebound for Jack Browder, 13th and 14th points. Eagles with their biggest lead of the day at 7, 24-17 with 7:16 to go in the first half. Bulldogs with it front court. Left point for Ja'Cory Owens, hands off Quinn, head of the key. Quinn sends it to Bradley right wing. Bradley left around a Vic screen, chest pass left wing, Owens. Back to Quinn left corner, 8 to shoot. Quinn at the free throw line, bounces inside Owens, 5 and 4. Owens. Kick out. Quinn, left corner, 3. Halfway down, out, back in. Wingate makes its first shot from the field in nearly 3 minutes. It pulls the Bulldogs within 4. 24-20, 6:45 to go in the first half. Eagles move left to right with it. Dilbray over to Browder in the left corner. Step back. Browder wants a triple. He left it short. Bradley, the long rebound in front of Browder at the left elbow. Bradley races front court for Wingate. Owens off to Quinn right wing. Quinn runs the weave over to Bradley, gets through the middle of the lane, bumps into Browder, whistle foul. Charge this to who? Browder or Illick? It's on Browder. That's his second. The team's third. This isn't decision time here for Chuck Benson. Colin Brown is off the bench. Is he going to get Jack Browder? Browder has played all but 9 minutes of first halves this season. Guy that just doesn't leave the floor as Bradley sinks the first free throw to make it a 3-point game, 24-21. And indeed, Browder will exit for the final 6:20 of the first half, or we presume he will exit for the final 6:20. A rare instance where Browder will not be on the floor for all 40 minutes of a game. One more free throw for Bradley. Got the roll off the front iron. 24-22. Wingate has answered with 5 straight to make it a 2-point game with 6:20 to go in the first half. Dilbray, Brown, Houck, Illick, and Fry on the floor for Carson-Newman. Vic, Bradley, Barry, Quinn, and Owens for the Bulldogs. Dilbray at the head of the key, dribbles inside, shoots a 14-footer from the left elbow. It rims off right side. Fry and Quinn scrap for the rebound. Quinn had it, but he was laying down out of bounds on the baseline. And it stays with Carson-Newman. Be a defensive rebound on Quinn. And then a unlucky fourth turnover for the Bulldogs. At least that's what it would be if I were scoring it. But they just give Carson-Newman an offensive rebound. Inbounds comes to Illick on the right wing. Illick underhand toss to Bilbray. Bilbray curls inside. Bounces to Illick, right block. Back to the basket on Owens. Backs him down with left-hand dribbles. Turns into the lane. Shoots from 15. He swished it. Count the basket and a foul. Nas Berry swiped him. His first. Team's third. That wasn't his primary defender. Braden Illick with an and one opportunity here to extend a 4-point lead. Kenny Pate says you got one shot. Illick has the ball, bends his knees, puts up the and one free throw, and it's long off the heel. Lead holds at 4 for Carson-Newman, 26-22, 5:44 to play in the first half. Bulldogs with it front court. Quinn bounces over to Vick, left wing. Moseys to the top of the key and gives off to Godley. Godley runs the weave over to the left wing. Handoff for Barry. Barry, chest pass right wing Vick. Cut off by Fry. Flip it right wing Quinn. 7 and 6. Quinn bounce inside. Fry to flex. Hauk steals. Hauk gets it to Bilbray, who crosses the timeline right side. Bilbray left around an Illick screen. Pops straight on. Triple. Cash! Matt Bilbray has 5 points. Eagles answer with a 5-0 burst. And are back up 7, matching their biggest lead. 29-22 with 5:02 to play in the first half. Bulldogs with it front court. Vick, head of the key, off to Barry, left wing. Barry motions 4 fingers with his right hand, tosses into the left corner for Vick. Out to Quinn, head of the key. 10 and 9 to shoot. Left point for Owens. He hands off Godley, 5 and 4. Godley, head of the key. Chest pass Quinn, falling away, right wing 3. Back of the rim, no good. Illick seizes the rebound, tried to outlet it, but Barry stole it. Barry, free throw line, zips down to the right block for Godley. Godley, twisting layup, no. Follows his own shot and tips it in. 29-24. Eagles by 5 after the Bulldog bucket. 4:20 to play in the first half. Bilbray over the timeline, center court for Carson-Newman. Finds Illick, top of the key, back to Bilbray. Bilbray left around an Illick screen. Bilbray down the right side of the paint. Turns around, floats it out left corner. Hauk, left baseline drive. Bounce it to Brown, cutting left block. Brown lays it in with the left hand. 5 points for Colin Brown, back to a 7-point Eagle lead. 31-24 with 3:55 to go in the first half. Bulldogs with it front court. Campbell, left wing. Moseys over to the left baseline and kicks it to the left wing Vick. Back up top Barry. Chest pass right wing for Godley. 9 and 8 to shoot. Godley resets between the rings. Godley right around to Campbell Street. Down the right side of the paint. Hangs on. Hauk can't hit the runner. Brown elevates for the rebound, middle of the lane. Carson-Newman sprints left to right. Hauk, left corner. Catch 3 from Brown. Bottom. Timeout, Brian Good. Eagles up double digits for the first time today. Rylan Hauk drains a 3. 3:24 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 34. Wingate 24. Eagles have made their last 4 shots from the field to take their first double-digit lead of the day on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We welcome you back courtside to Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman 34-24. Eagles have built a 10-point lead on Wingate thanks to a 10-2 run after the Bulldogs scored 5 straight to make it a 2-point game. Wingate basketball out of the timeout. Left wing for Corbin Pack. Sends it to the top of the key for Godley. Godley, a drive and dish, right corner. Miller around to the left wing, Vick. All this, mind you, without Jack Browder on the floor, the league's leading scorer with 2 fouls. Left wing, Vick. Pump fakes a 3, gets Fry airborne, shoots a long 2 from the left wing. It's off the front of the 10. Hout grabs the rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right with a 10-point lead, looking for more. Bilbray at the head of the key. Step back, straight on. Triple, bullseye! 13-2 run for Carson-Newman to get up by 13. Biggest lead of the day for the Eagles. Bilbray's got 8. 37-24 Carson-Newman. 2:33 to go in the first half. Wingate on to the offensive end. Godley, right wing, defended by Bilbray. Start and stop, accelerates, right block, blows by, lays it up, uncontested from the right side to stop a 13-2 Eagle run. 37-26, Eagles by 11, 2:15 to go in the first half. Bilbray across the timeline, stumbles as he drives down the left side of the lane, flung the ball into the left corner thinking he was going to get called for a travel, and it's out of bounds for turnover number 5 for Carson-Newman. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Bilbray flung that ball out of the doors, the front doors to Holt Fieldhouse. It's a dude-perfect move by Bilbray. I don't know that he could do that one again if he tried. Sliding down behind the back through the front door of Holt. Bulldogs with the front court and a whistle and a foul. Bilbray fouls Godley on the perimeter. That's Bilbray's second. And the team's 4th. See if Bilbray exits with his 2 fouls. Ivris Uosis is off the bench to replace Bilbray. So Browder on the bench with 2. Bilbray on the bench with 2. Eagles up 37-26 with a minute 58 to go in the first half. Bulldogs on the offensive end. Vick on the left block. He's doubled, splits 2, gets it to Campbell left elbow. Campbell around to Miller right wing. Miller drives inside, pivots, gives back to Campbell cutting the basket. He finger rolls it home. 12 for Kendall Campbell. 37-28, Eagles by 9, 4 in a row for the Bulldogs with 96 seconds left in the first half. Brown across the timeline has it deflected out of bounds by Miller, and it stays with Carson-Newman. 52% shooting for Carson-Newman here in this first half of basketball. Eagles reset. Brown off to Houck left wing. Drops it off to Illick left baseline. One dribble, shoots the 6-footer. It's off the mark to the right. Vick snares the rebound middle of the lane. That stops a string of 5 straight makes for the Eagles. Vick out to the right wing for Alex Godley. Godley dribbles inside, fades for a long 2, clanks it off the front of the 10. Illick reaches up for the rebound in the middle of the lane. And the Eagles mosey left to right with a 9-point lead and 64 seconds to go in the first half. Illick between the rings. 2 right-hand dribbles to the right wing, goes between his legs to his left hand, and bounces to Houck right block. Houck curls into the paint, leaps, whistle, and a foul on Corbin Pack. Houck in the act of shooting. He gets 2 foul shots. First on Pack. 4th team foul on the Bulldogs. Rylan Houck to the line to shoot 2, and he calmly buries the first. So Houck makes the first. One more free throw to look to stretch it to 11, and he does. A 2-2 trip for Rylan Houck. Houck has 7 points, and the Eagles lead 39-28 with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Bulldogs on the offensive end. Turn it over. A pass into the left corner for Vick is in and out of his hands and into Carson-Newman's bench. Ball back to the Eagles off of Wingate's 5th giveaway. Illick for Houck in the backcourt. 10-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Illick has it head of the key. Chest pass right corner, Colin Brown. Left hand dribbles for Brown. He circles it back out between the rings on Vic. 15 to shoot, 24 to play first half. Brown down the right side of the paint, all the way to the hoop, and he scoops it in with the left hand. All Colin Brown on that one. He's got 7 points off the bench. Eagles match their biggest lead at 13, 41-28 with 10 seconds to go in the first half. Bulldogs playing for the final shot, 6 and 5. Godley right around the screen, through the middle of the lane, off balance leaner, he airballed it. Fry the rebound, Fry from three-quarter court, lets it fly. It's off the side of the supports, and that is how the first half comes to a close. Quality defensive effort for the Eagles. They limit Wingate to 39% shooting in the first half and a 3 of 12 mark from beyond the arc, while the Eagles pretty efficient offensively. Carson-Newman 52% from the field, 6 of 11 from range, and the Eagles up by 13 at the break without Jack Browder on the floor for the final 6 minutes of the first half in foul trouble with 2 apiece. Quality opening 20 minutes for the Eagles, and we are back to Holt Fieldhouse for the Eagles Shop halftime report after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagles Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagles Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Fry takes it away from him. Fry runs the middle of the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, quality opening 20 minutes for Carson-Newman. Eagles up 41-28 on Wingate at the halftime break. Carson-Newman shoots 52% from the field, goes 6 of 11 from beyond the arc, is +7 on the glass, and holds Wingate to 39.3% shooting. Scoring has been challenging for the Bulldogs, for everybody but Kendall Campbell. He has 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting, but nobody else has more than 4. And of those others, only Corbin Pack is shooting better than 40% from the field, and he's only taken 2 shots. He's 1 of 2. So the Eagles have done a nice job chasing him around, preventing one of the league's best three-point shooters from getting off long-distance dedications, while also bottling up the rest of the Bulldogs with their man-to-man defense. Carson-Newman builds this 13-point lead with a 13-2 first-half run and built it without Jack Browder on the floor. The Eagles saw him go to the bench with 6 minutes to go, and after he picked up his second foul, the Eagles saw Wingate cut the deficit down to 2, and without Browder on the floor, responded with a 13-2 run. The Eagles outscore Wingate 17-6 without Browder on the floor. So the league's leading scorer on the bench with 2 personals. No issues for the Eagles. As Colin Brown steps up, he has 7 first-half points. Rylan Houck with 7 first-half points. And Matt Bilbray also out for some time in that first half. He sat with his second personal. He sat the final 3 minutes. He and Browder are both the leading scorers. Browder with 14, Bilbray with 8. But Colin Brown stepping up, Rylan Houck stepping up. The Eagles getting some scoring from other locations to lead 41-28 on Wingate at the halftime break. We'll take you around the Eagle Shop scoreboard update, tell you what's happening around the South Atlantic Conference and within the Carson-Newman Athletic family when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Courtside in Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Carson-Newman, a 41-28 lead on Wingate at the halftime break behind 14 points from Jack Browder and 8 from Matt Bilbray. Although those two sat for the final 6 minutes of the first half in foul trouble while the Eagles built this 13-point halftime lead. Elsewhere on the banks of Mossy Creek, Carson-Newman finishes its time at the Low Country Invitational in Hardyville, South Carolina at 3-1. Eagles go 2-0 on the final day with an 8-4 win over Erskine and then a 5-3 win over USC Beaufort in the nightcap. Macaulay Bailey with a go-ahead 2-run single in the top of the 6th inning to pave the way for a Carson-Newman comeback and a 5-3 win over the Sand Sharks to complete the weekend at 3-1. Carson-Newman baseball fell earlier today. Lincoln Memorial in a shootout 12-10. The Rail Splitters have the series victory. Eagles looking to salvage a game. They have a 1-0 lead on the Rail Splitters in the top of the third inning of a 7-inning game with preseason All-American Colton Kaysen on the bump for the Eagles. A Cole Nathan RBI single to right in the top of the first is the difference in that game over in Harrogate, as Carson-Newman does have a runner on second with one out in the top of the third. And Carson-Newman women's basketball fell earlier today to Wingate 66-59. Eagles see their 15-game home winning streak come to a close here inside of Holt Fieldhouse at the hands of the Wingate Bulldogs. On the hoops hardwood around the South Atlantic Conference, Coker is taking on UVA Wise. We do not have a score from that game. At the half in Emory, Virginia, Catawba has a 42-28 halftime lead on Carson-Newman's next opponent, the ENH Wasps. Indians shoot 47% from the field and force 11 ENH turnovers. Catawba has outscored ENH 20-3 in points off turnovers. Lenore Ryan a 45-34 halftime lead at Mars Hill. The Bears shooting 57% from the field. Mars Hill no slouch at 57% as well, but the difference, turnovers, 12 of them for the Lions in that contest. Newberry's at Tusculum with 11:24 to play in the second half. The Pioneers are in the middle of a 6-0 run, and the owners of a 60-45 lead on the Wolves. And with 6:41 to play in the second half, Lincoln Memorial holds a 68-60 lead over league-leading Anderson. 68-60, Rail Splitters leading the Trojans. But here at Holt Fieldhouse, Carson-Newman has a 41-28 lead on Wingate. Got second half action for you headed your way when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Bills top of the key. Pull up three on the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Out Adam Cavalier, happy to have you back courtside here at Holt Fieldhouse. A 41-28 halftime lead for Carson-Newman over Wingate. Before we start the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID across the Eagle Sports Network. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you courtside here at Holt. Skip Roberts running the show back inside of network control. Our fantastic crew here on the Eagle Sports Network. Our replay operator Ian Johnson, director Jay West, camera crew Chase Billingsley, Emma Bolin, Colin Kimfort, and Noah Pendleton. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Glad that you've decided to spend part of your Saturday here with us on the Eagle Sports Network. Bilbray, Illick, Fry, Browder, and Hauk on the floor for Carson-Newman. Wingate counters with Campbell, Godley, Miller, Vick, and Pack. Eagle basketball out of the break, looking to extend a 13-point lead, and hold the phone. Clock did not start. Take two. Gives us a chance to reminder that First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. So 3 seconds off. Take two. Hauk will inbound to Bilbray in the backcourt. The clock runs. The second half starts. Bilbray right around an Illick screen to the ball. Bounces it to Browder left wing. Dump it to Illick left block. Illick back to the basket, dribbles with the right hand inside on Campbell, turns, right hand hook, good wall built, but the rebound pings out to Illick. Back to Browder left wing. Browder pivots inside, backs it out to Illick left point. 6 and 5. Illick bounces to Browder, pulls up, left baseline jumper, off the mark from 10. Rebound grab by Campbell in the middle of the lane. And the Bulldogs move it left to right. Vick out between the rings to Godley, drops it off to Campbell right point. Campbell, right wing, pivoting around, defended by Illick man-to-man. Flips it to Miller. Miller right point around the screen, tries a triple. It's off the mark, back arm. Pack a long offensive rebound at the head of the key. Second chance for the Bulldogs. Minute in, no score yet in the second half. Eagles up 13. Vick lowers the shoulder on Fry. Fry gets called for a foul. The contact was initiated by Isaiah Vick. Fry picks up his first, the first on the Eagles. Shot clock resets to 20. And the Bulldogs get the ball out of bounds on the right baseline with Pack inbounding to the right corner to Miller. Miller takes it to the right wing, zips inside Campbell, lands left block, reverse layup, sends it in with the right. Off the window, 41-30. Eagles by 11, 18:48 to play in the second half. Eagles work the basketball from right to left. Bilbray down the right side of the paint. Stripped by Miller. Bilbray still controls, gets it to Illick. Illick dribbles to the head of the key, sends it left corner for Fry. Fry inside, out to Illick, head of the key, straight on triple. Illick dials long distance, but is short. Pack rips down the rebound for the Bulldogs. And Wingate moves left to right with the basketball. Wingate, Miller at the head of the key. Miller left around his screen, bounces to Pack in the keyhole, floats it out to Godley up top. Godley, left hand dribbles. Runs the weave, Vick through the middle of the paint. Vick twirls around left block, fades out left wing Campbell, 7 to shoot. Campbell stops left block, pumps, lays, no, short. Illick the rebound in front of the shooter Campbell. Eagles bring it right to left. 11-point lead in hand, 17:55 to go in the second half. Looking for their first points of the half. Bilbray. Dribble hand off to Browder right wing, back to Bilbray, back to Browder, NBA range, right wing, three, bucket! Jack Browder has 17. He's 3 away from equaling Ish Sanders on both the Sac and Carson-Newman scoring list for 6th all-time. 44-30, Eagles up by 14, their biggest lead. 17:25 to go in the second half. Wingate front court, free throw line jumper for Pack. He's fouled in the act of shooting. Charge it to Rylan Hauk. His first, second on the Eagles. So Pack to the stripe, where he doesn't find himself that often, but when he's there, he is automatic. calmly swishes the first. He's 13 of 14 at the stripe on the season. 41 of 46, 90% for his career. Second one is true as well with a swish. 44-32, Eagles by 12 with 17:24 to play in the second half. Eagles break the Bulldog pressure. Houck bounces to Illick, left block, out to Bilbray, left wing. Bilbray lost to the handle on it out of bounds, but it was tapped into the cheerleaders by Isaiah Vick, and it stays with Carson-Newman. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Jack Browder rains down a three from the left quarter, and Browder has tied Ish Sanders' 1,922 career points, 6th all-time in league and school history for scoring. Houck a steal on the other end. Fry stripped as he scooped it off the surface. A scramble for it, and Wingate comes out of the fray. One turnover begets another. Modern Woodman Financial Planning. You can contact men's basketball on Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Loose ball inside, lost by Campbell out of bounds, and that's turnover number 7 for the Bulldogs. Give away. Ball back to the Eagles with a 15-point lead, their largest of the day. 47-32 with 16:35 to go in the second half. Eagles front court. Illick, the right corner, catch three is short off the front iron. Rebound grabbed in the middle of the lane by Alex Godley. Bulldogs float left to right. Miller, left baseline, pumps the brakes, dribbles with his right hand out to the left corner. Takes it to the left wing. Now moseys into the keyhole and gives off to Isaiah Vick, right wing. Chest pass on the wing to Miller. Scrapes left around a Vick screen, tries a triple, and nails it. Jordan Miller, 30% from beyond the arc on the season, has canned his first long-range bomb of the day. He's got 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting. 47-35, Eagles by 12 as Bilbray brings it front court. 15:55 to go in the second half. Bilbray motions with his right hand, dribbling with his left, getting it over to Houck, left wing. Into the high post, Fry, whistle, foul, as Vick came in and smacked Fry, but the foul's not on Vick. It's on Jordan Miller away from the ball. Vick had a steal. Second on Miller, first on the Bulldogs of the half, and it brings us to a break. 15:47 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 47, Wingate 35. We return to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
15:47 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman a 47-35 lead on Wingate. Eagles have been up by as many as 15 in this one. Kenny Pate, Wallace Hardy, Grant Tyler at the monitor, checking on something. I'm not entirely certain what. I don't know that if Ryan Good utilized a challenge to say that a turnover happened before a foul on the previous exchange where Miller was called for a reach as Isaiah Vick stole a ball away from Khalees Fry at the free throw line. But see what Kenny Pate, Wallace Hardy, and Grant Tyler come out of this saying. Stick around after the game for the Domino's post-game report and the selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. 47-35. Eagles up 12 and with the basketball. Officials have finished viewing what they needed to at the monitor. And Brian Good, did he use a challenge here? Brian Good used a challenge and says that he lost the challenge for the 12th time this season. Brian Good, the dean of South Atlantic Conference men's basketball coaches. Inbounds comes to Illick, left wing, gets it to Browder in the paint. Browder turns right. The hook shot fouls. Count it, and one. Vintage Jack Browder plus the personal on Alex Godley. His first, the team's second. 6th place in the all-time scoring annals in South Atlantic Conference history is now squarely Jack Browder. As it is in Carson-Newman history, he's passed Ish Sanders in both lines with his 23rd point as he buries the and one free throw. 50-35, Eagles back up 15 with 15:30 to play in the second half. Bulldogs on the offensive end. Right wing for Vick, high-low lob to Campbell, right baseline, draws a trap, passes out of it, head of the key Miller. Miller drive, dish, left corner, Godley 3-ball, knocks it down. Alex Godley was given a sliver of daylight. The 37% three-point shooter made Carson-Newman pay. Back to a 12-point lead for the Eagles, 50-38, 15:09 to play on a rolling second half clock. The Eagles onto the offensive end. Browder runs the point, spins left on Miller, gets the hole, and finger rolls it home. Hit the circle button, Jack Browder. He's got 25, and the Eagles are up 14. 14:53 to play in the second half. Bulldogs on the offensive end. Campbell for Pack in the right corner. Pack twisting around, hits Miller right wing. Chest pass out of the key. Godley back to Miller for a wide open right wing look, and he buries the uncontested three with a rattle. 52-41, Eagles by 11, 14:32 to play in the second half. Wingate 3 of 4 from range to start the second half from beyond the arc. 4 of 6 from the field. Eagles have made their last, or for their last 5 shots. Browder with 10 to shoot, sends it to Houck, back to Browder left wing, 9 and 8. Browder fouled on the perimeter. He's held by Kendall Campbell. That's his second, the team's third. Shot clock resets to 20, and the Eagles will inbound from in front of their own bench. Carson-Newman led by 13 at the break. Wingate's outscored the Eagles 13-11 to open up the second half, but the Eagles still up 11, looking to re-extend the lead. Browder spins inside, turns, right hand, hook, won't fall this time, but he draws a foul. Browder takes it into the teeth and draws a personal on Isaiah Vick, his first, team's fourth. 2 free throws for Jack Browder, sitting on 25 points and 4 rebounds. He's 6 boards away from tying Emmanuel Terry on the league's all-time rebounding list. And the first free throw spins out front side. It was a 2-shot foul. He was in the act of shooting. Jordan Miller raced to grab the rebound as if he was grabbing the front end of a 1-and-1. But Wingate is only at 4 fouls. There's no chance that it could be a 1-and-1. Browder adjusts and switches the second free throw. He's got 26. The Eagle lead is 12. 53-41 with 14:02 to play in the second half. Wingate front court. Pack in the left corner. He tries to contest the three. Left it short, front iron. Rebound snared by Miller. Leans in on Browder and connects off glass. Second chance points for Miller. He's got 10 points. Second Bulldog into double figures. Wingate cuts it to 10. 53-43. 13:42 to play in the second half. Eagles front court. Bilbray splits 2 defenders, gets to the cup, and has an uncontested right-handed lay-in. Bilbray with 10 points. 55-43. Eagles by 12. 13:30 to play in the second half. Wingate with it front court. Right corner for Jordan Miller. Miller flips it out to the right wing. Campbell spins inside. Twirling right hand jump shot is off the mark. Illick grabs his 7th rebound underneath. Gets it to Browder, who will walk it over the timeline left side for the Eagles, up by 12 with 13:10 to play in the second half. Browder stops his dribble. Got poked on the dome as he split 2 defenders, and then the ball was kicked. So there's no foul, but it is a kick ball as Browder Took some contact to his cranium. Shot clock to 20. 13:06 to go in the second half, and the Eagles up 55-43. Carson-Newman 56% from the field after halftime. Inbounds comes to Browder for a left wing triple. Back iron, no. Rebound tipped up. Bilbray keeps it alive. Second chance. Houck, left point, pulls from deep. Swish! 10 for Rylan Houck. The Eagles are up by 15, matching their biggest lead. 58-43, 12:50 to go in the second half. Wingate moves left to right with it in the navy blue road jerseys. Miller, right point. He fires from deep, connects, and one. Jack Browder saying he kicked out. Count the basket and a foul for Jordan Miller. Browder with his third. Team's third. Miller to the line to try to complete a 4-point play. 79% free throw shooter for the senior this season, 76% for his career. 148 of 195 at the line all time. 4-point play complete for Miller. He's got 14. 58-47, Eagles lead cut to 11, 12:40 to play in the second half. Teams rocking and rolling offensively after halftime. Bulldogs 4 of 6 from deep, Eagles 3 of 5. Bilbray drive dish, Houck left corner, out to Illick, head of the key, back to Houck, screen and roll to Illick, free throw line, drops it off for Fry, right block, but as he passed, he was fouled. A reach on Corbin Pack. It's his second. Team's fifth. Shot clock resets to 20, and the Eagles get the ball out of bounds on the right baseline. Carson-Newman's made 4 of its last 5 shots. Bulldogs 5 of their last 7 from the field. Browder to trigger right baseline into the right corner to Bilbray. Sends it to Illick right wing, hands back off to Bilbray on the wing. Bilbray, 2 defenders come to him. He slips to Browder right wing, wide open look from deep, bullseye! 29 for Jack Browder, 5 of 7 from deep, and the Eagles stretch it back to 14. 61-47 with 12:07 to play in the second half. Wingate front court. Vick, free throw line, 15-footer, back iron no. Campbell an offensive rebound, sends it out to Pack for a right wing 3. He nails that one. 5 of 7 from range. Whistle and a timeout. 11:53 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 61. Wingate 49. Wingate 50, pardon me. 11-point game with 11:53 to go in the second half. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Officials are taking a look at the monitor off of the Pack shot to determine whether or not it is a 2 or a 3. Scoreboard says it was a 2. Stats say it was a 3. Officials have finished checking the monitor, and they say scoreboard is correct. It's a 2. Or at least that's what I believe was the conversation. Indeed, it is a 2 for Corbin Pack. Check that. They do confirm it's a 3. So it's 61-50. It is a 3 for Pack. No, it is a 2. They reviewed, and it is a 2. So it's 61-49. The inbounds, it's deflected out of bounds. They reviewed, and it's a 2. So some discussion here. The officials took a look at the play on the monitor, switched it to a 2. Now it is a 3. They said 2 initially. Now they say 3. Well, the communication to the table was 2. Now they say 3. If it's a 3, it's 50. If it's a 2, it's 49. The question is, which one was it? They took a look at the monitor. I thought they communicated that it was a 2. And it should be 49 if that's the case. If it's a 3, it should be 50. I didn't say that you had 50, Brian. But if it's a 3, it is 50. If it's 3, it's 50. Brian and I have been in the league for a long time. So there's no way. Okay, so they are going to put 50 up. All right, 61-50. Eagles basketball up by 11. All sorted. Browder, right baseline. Stripped, got it back. Browder leaps, passes Fry, head of the key out to Illick. Left point, tries a triple. Toilet bowls out front side. Rebound grabbed by Miller in the middle of the lane. Miller into the front court. Shovels off Vick. Vick pivots, passes Godley, left point. Godley taps his hand with his right hand. Moves left around a Owens screen. Shuffles out to Vick, right wing. Back to the right corner, Pack. 11 to shoot. Bounce it to Owens, right baseline. Owens gives off to Pack. He fires from mid-range and connects on the 15-footer. Wingate's cut it to 9. 61-52, 11:04 to play in the second half. Bulldogs shooting 58% from the field after halftime. Make it 62% after that make. Browder down the right side of the paint. He's fouled on his way to the basket. He's passing into the right corner, so personal goes on Vick. Non-shooting foul, his second. Team 6th. So shot clock goes to 20. And Houck will inbound from the right baseline. Bounces into Browder, left block. Back to the basket on Owens. Browder backs him down, spins left, fades, and strokes it. 31 for Jack Browder, his 8th career 30-point game. Eagles back up 11, 63-52 with 10:38 to go in the second half. Bulldogs front court. Vick tries a left wing triple, and he nails that one. Isaiah Vick cans his 20th 3 of the season. He's got 6. Bulldogs within 8. 63-55 with 10:24 to play in the second half. Wingate 6 of 8 from beyond the arc after halftime, shooting 64% from the field in the second half. Browder, head of the key. He leans into his defender, fires a 3, trying to bait a foul. Nothing comes. Airballed it. Bulldogs basketball, looking for the personal and 3 shots on Owens. Vick, head of the key. Between the legs, dribble on Illick. Dives down the left side of the paint, gets to the cup, misfires the layup. Houck the rebound on the right block after it pinged off a couple bodies. Houck loops it to Bill Bray on the right sideline. Eagles bring it front court with an 8-point lead. Carson-Newman led by 13 at the break. As many as 15 here after halftime. Bill Bray. Left around an Illick screen to the head of the key. Gets around 2 defenders. Gets into the paint. Gets to the basket. Left hand kiss. No. Strong off the window. Owens boxes out the shooter for the rebound. Bulldogs front court. Left wing transition 3. Godley buries it. Wingate 7 of 9 from beyond the arc after halftime. They've cut the deficit to 5. 63-58 with a 7 of 9 barrage from beyond the arc. 6-0 run for the Bulldogs to get within 5. And now a whistle and a foul on Isaiah Vick away from the basketball. 3rd personal on Vick. 7th team foul on the Bulldogs. 1-1 for Jack Browder. Pardon me. Should be. That is foul number 7. That is foul number 7. It's 1-1. So 1-1 for Jack Browder and a chance to stop this 6-0 Wingate run from beyond the arc. Bulldogs 63% from the field after halftime, 7 of 9 from beyond the arc to rally from a 13-point halftime deficit as Browder buries the first. He puts the Eagles up 6. 32 for Jack Browder. Make it 33 with the swish on the second. Career high of 36 at Wise as a junior in December of that year. He's 3 away. Bulldogs front court. Vick down the left side of the lane on Browder. Backs it up to Miller, head of the key. Miller right around an Owens screen. Pulls to the free throw line. It's off the mark. Rebound by Owens. Twists around, lays it up, and draws a foul. Charge this to whom? It's on Browder. It's his 4th. Team's 4th. And free throws for Ja'Cory Owens. So Ivris Uosis is off the bench. We'll see if Jack Browder takes a seat here, playing with 4. Owens, first free throw short off the front iron. 65-58. Eagles by 7, 8:52 to play in the second half. One more free throw for Ja'Cory Owens, who's 5 of 12 at the line this season. Owens bends the knees, shoots the second, and swishes it. 65-59, Eagles by 6 with 8:52 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman basketball off the 1 of 2 trip at the line for Owens. Browder's out with his 4th foul, replaced by Ivris Uosis. Bilbray defended tightly by Godley on the perimeter. Loops it to Illick left wing. Illick, chest pass left wing. Hauk, he tries a triple. Hauk strokes it. 13 for Rylan Hauk. Eagles stretch it back to 9. 68-59, 8:28 to play in the second half. Out of the key for Miller, off to the right wing for Street. Street into the right corner for Godley. Godley coasts into the paint, kicks it left corner. Miller a contested 3. He nails it. High hand that was there for Khalees Fry. Miller just knocked it down. He's 4 of 6 from range and has 17. Bulldogs are 8 of 10 from deep after halftime. 11 of 22 for the game. They're within 6, 68-62 with 8:01 to play in the second half. Bilbray head of the key, launches from deep. Back iron, no. Long rebound into the right corner, chased down by Kendall Campbell. Bulldogs sprint left to right with it. Miller at the free throw line. He's fouled on the floor by Khalees Fry. That's a second personal on Fry. A 5th team foul on the Eagles. And it brings us to a break in the action. 7:48 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 68. Wingate 62. Bulldogs with a hot hand after halftime. They've cut what was a 13-point halftime lead down to 6 thanks to 8 of 10 shooting from beyond the arc. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
7:48 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman a 68-62 lead on Wingate, but the Bulldogs making everything after halftime. Wingate 8 of 10 from beyond the arc here to start the second half from deep. 61% from the field in the second half. They cut the deficit down to 6 with 7:47 to play in the second stanza. Miller backs it out to the head of the key. Start and stop. Dives down the left side of the paint. Pivots, passes up top Campbell. 10 to shoot. Off to Derek Bradley. Bradley down the right side of the paint. Flips it out to Miller, head of the key. 6 and 5. Miller scrapes around the screen, tries a triple, and connects. 5 of 7 from deep for Jordan Miller. A career 30% three-point shooter, has cut the lead down to 3. 68-65 with 7:15 to go in the second half. It's another 6-0 Wingate run. Eagles looking for answer points. Bilbray off to Hauk, right point, into the right corner for Uosis, gives back to Hauk. Hauk drives inside, leaps and passes Bilbray left wing. Bilbray 7 and 6 to shoot. Zip left corner, Hauk. 4 and 3. Hauk off to Illick left corner. Fires from range. Bending. Got the roll. Braden Illick with the friendly iron stretches the lead back to 6. 71-65 with 6:44 to play in the second half. Bulldogs with it front court. Godley out to the head of the key for Campbell, around to Miller. He's had the hot hand, 20 points. Into the left short corner, Street. Back to the head of the key, Godley. Godley drives down the right side of the lane, gets to the cup. His layup falls in off the window. Wingate 64% from the field after halftime. They're within 4. 71-67 with 6:20 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman no slouch offensively after halftime. Eagles 6 of 11 from deep and 53% from the field overall. Wingate's just not missing. 9 of 11 from beyond the arc in the second half to rally from a 13-point deficit. Bilbray turns and kicks to Hauk for a left wing catch 3. He was fouled by Campbell on the closeout. Missed it long off the heel. Hauk to shoot 3 after Campbell's 3rd and the team's 8th. So a trio of free throws for Rylan Hauk. And a chance to stretch the lead back to 7. Hauk's first. Rainbows through. 14 for Rylan Hauk. Hauk spins the ball into his left hand. One more dribble. The second of 3 is through all strings. 73-67. Eagles up by 3. 5:59 to go in the second half. One more free throw for Rylan Hauk. 3 of 3 trip. 16 points for Hauk. 7-point lead for the Eagles. 74-67 with 5:55 to play in the second half. Bulldogs onto the offensive end. Street for Miller at the head of the key. Miller off right point, defended by Fry. One dribble, pass left wing for Bradley. Back to Miller, drives inside, kicks it out left corner. Godley's 3, blocked by Uosis on the closeout. Godley got it back, the bucket. He draws a foul. Illick frustrated, thought he got the ball clean. Illick's called for his first personal. The team's 6th. 5:33 to go in the second half. 74-67. Eagles by 7 with Godley to the line, where the junior college transfer from Central Carolina Prep is at 79% and he rattles in the first. 6-point lead for the Eagles. 74-68, 5:33 to go in the second half. More free throw for Godley. Swishes it. 14 for Godley, one of 3 Bulldogs in double figures. Full court pressure on for Wingate. Down by 5. Eagles break it. Uosis off to Bilbray left wing. Bilbray drives inside, pulls up, 15-foot free throw line jumper, swish. 12 for Matt Bilbray, 76-59. Eagles by 7, 5:15 to go in the second half. Wingate front court. Eagles have gone to their zone to stretch it out. Right baseline for Campbell. Campbell cut off, kicking in the left corner. Godley a triple, front of the 10, bends off, no good. Hauk rises up to pull in his 3rd rebound. 76-69, Eagles by 7. Bilbray across the timeline, cuts to the bucket. Right hand layup, no. Fry tap, won't matter. Bilbray was fouled. It's on Campbell, his 4th. Team's 9th. 2 free throws for Matt Bilbray, and a chance to extend a 7-point lead. Bilbray, 2 dribbles, spins the ball into his left hand. One more dribble, shoots it with his right and swishes it. 13 points for Matt Bilbray, back up to an 8-point Eagle lead, 77-69. Street and Bradley are out. Pack and Vick are back in for the Bulldogs. You got Pack, Vick, Campbell, Miller, and Godley on the floor. Bilbray's second free throw is true. He's got 14, and the Eagles' lead is 9. 78-69 with 4:49 to play in the second half. Uosis, Fry, Illick, Hauk, and Bilbray on the hardwood for the Eagles with a 9-point lead. 4:40 to go in the second half, looking to split the season series with the Bulldogs. Miller, right elbow, flips it out to Pack. It's out of bounds, deflected by Khalees Fry. It stays with Wingate with 12 to shoot. Vic will inbound near the timeline. Triggers into the left corner for Godley. Whistle. Bilbray called for a push. It's a third personal on Bilbray, a 7th team foul on the Bulldogs. And 1-1 for Alex Godley. 79% free throw shooters, 2 for 2 at the line today. Front end is up and short. Illick tracks down the rebound in the left corner. It's deflected out off of Campbell, though. And it's Carson-Newman ball. Brian Good calls for time. So this will go to a media timeout, and Brian Good wants to review. So we step aside for a break. 4:29 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 78, Wingate 69. We return to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
.429 to play in the second half. So Wingate called for review, and the Bulldogs challenge successful. It's Wingate basketball with 20 on the shot clock. And 4:29 to go in the second half. Bounce comes to Miller between the rings. Miller, chest pass left wing, Pack. Pack fires a three. His feet were out of bounds as he took the three. And it's a Wingate turnover. The 8th of the day for the Bulldogs. And the 3rd of the second half. 4:23 to play second half. 78-69. Eagles by 9. Bilbray with the ball in the backcourt. Miller sags off him as Bilbray comes across the timeline. Bilbray between the legs, dribble with 17 to shoot. Campbell defends him. Bilbray 11 and 10. Clock inside of 4 minutes. Bilbray accelerates on Campbell. Stops, left elbow, fading, 15-footer. Bends off right side. Vic grabs the miss in the middle of the lane. The Bulldogs bring it left to right. Campbell, right baseline. Spins on Bilbray, leaps, kicks out. Left wing for Godley. Godley cuts into the paint. Drive, dish, Miller right corner. Miller into the lane with 15 to shoot. Gets it to Vic left corner. Vic one dribble, hands off Miller, hand in his face, fires a three. It's off the mark, an offensive rebound for Godley. Second chance for the Bulldogs, right corner. Pack airballs a three long. Fry seizes the miss on the left block. Eagles possess it with 3:25 to go in the second half, leading by 9. Wingate after that 9 of 11 start from beyond the arc, has missed 4 straight and hasn't scored in 2 minutes. Browder off to Hauk left point. 12 to shoot. Hauk lost the handle on it. It's loose. Hauk scrapping for it. Jump ball called. Chuck Benson was right by Wallace Hardy, pleading for the timeout. Arrow favors the Bulldogs. (78-69), no media timeout. Left wing for Vick. Vick to the head of the key. Through the middle of the paint, spins left on Browder, shoots an air ball. Rebound snagged by Browder, his 5th board underneath the basket. 5 straight misses for the Bulldogs. Eagles by 9 with 7:45 to play in the second half. Bulldogs haven't scored in 2:41. Eagles haven't made a shot from the field in 2.5 minutes. Bilbray between the rings with 14 to shoot, bounces to Browder left wing. Browder defended tightly by Vick. Goes behind the back, brings 2 to the ball, hits a cutting Fry right block, Fry walked. Turnover number 8 for Carson-Newman. Number 3 of the half. Ball back to Wingate. Neither team has scored in 2 minutes. 2:28 to play in the second half. 78-69, Eagles by 9. Bulldogs across the timeline. Miller sets up between the rings. Off to Campbell. Campbell attacks Illick, middle of the lane. Ducks the shoulder. Right hand layup is strong off the window. Browder got a paw to the rebound. He tips it to Bilbray. And the Eagles control the miss. A 6th straight for Wingate with 2:13 to go in the second half. Eagles move right to left with it. 2:08 to play. Leading by 9. Bilbray lobs to Illick right point. Defended tightly by Campbell. Illick turns to face the basket with 10 to shoot. Dribbles and gets it to Browder left wing. He drives on Vick. Euros to the hole. Right hand flip is strong off the heel, but he is fouled. 2 free throws for Browder after a second personal on Alex Godley. A 10th team foul on Wingate. And 2 free throws here for Jack Browder, looking for the first points in this game for either team in nearly 3 minutes. Chance to stretch the lead back to double digits. Browder calmly buries the first. 34 points for Jack Browder on a night where he's passed Ish Sanders and Chuck Rayford of Presbyterian. And into 6th on the Sacks all-time scoring list. 2 for 2 trip, he's got 35. It's a little 6-0 run, by the way, for Carson-Newman over the last 3:30. 80-69 Eagles with 105 seconds left. Miller, head of the key, darts down the right side of the paint, stops right block, leaps and passes to Pack top of the key. He takes a long 2, and it rattles in. 11 for Pack, 4th Bulldog into double figures. 80-71, Eagles by 9 with 90 seconds left. Bilbray over the timeline, left side with a second to spare. He stops left wing and gets it to Illick between the rings. Chest pass, Browder right wing. Miller defends him tightly. Eagles haven't made a shot from the field in 4 minutes. Browder fouled from behind as he moved down the right side of the paint by Miller. It's a 3rd on Miller, an 11th on the Bulldogs. 72 seconds left. Eagles by 9. 2 free throws for Jack Browder. 35 points, 5 rebounds in his lowest usage game of the season. Browder, the nation's leader in minutes per game. He's got more 40-minute games this season as he strokes the first than probably the rest of Carson-Newman's men's basketball roster combined in their tenures under Chuck Benson. Player of the Year candidate with a career-high 36 to tie his career high, give him a new career high, 37 for Browder. 82-71, Eagles by 11 with 70 seconds left. Miller, right block, teardrop up and good with the left hand. 82-73, Eagles by 9, 60 seconds left. Browder with the ball in the backcourt. Stops and passes to Illick. 4 to get it across for Bilbray. 2 and 1. Bilbray got to hurry. He lobbed a pass front court. Eagles have to be in possession of it, and it's a 10-second count. Ball back to the Bulldogs. 82-73, Eagles by 9 with 53.2 seconds left. Vick will inbound to Miller between the rings. Miller down the left side of the lane, fades from 15, left that one short. Hauk seizes the rebound, gets it to Browder, up the left sideline to Bilbray. Bilbray dribbles front court to the left wing, 40 seconds left, Eagles up by 9. Godley harassing Bilbray, 19 and 18 to shoot, 34 to play. Bilbray, left wing. Godley continues to defend, 12 and 11, 10 and 9 to shoot. Bilbray, left-hand dribbles down the left side of the paint, steps back after a shove, buttery smooth, he swishes it. 84-73, Eagles by 11. Now, a turnover, Bilbray an interception, and a foul for the Bulldogs. It's on Miller, his 4th, team's 12th. 2 free throws for Matt Bilbray, Eagles sensing a high-quality close in this one. They took a haymaker from Wingate, but have had the shot making and scoring to respond. Bilbray's first free throws through, 85-73. Holt Fieldhouse voices its appreciation for this performance for Carson-Newman, looking to win a 2nd straight game and split the regular season series with the Bulldogs. 2-2 for Bilbray. 86-73, Eagles by 13. 15 seconds left in the second half, shot clock is off. Godley Euros to the basket, right hand, he lays it in. 86-75. Inbounds comes to Ryland Hauk. Wingate backs off. That is all she wrote from Holt. Buzzer, ball game. Carson-Newman wins 86-75. Eagles split the regular season series with the Bulldogs. Carson-Newman took a whale of a punch from Wingate. 9 of 11 from deep to start the second half. Bulldogs got as close as 3, but the Eagles defense comes through in the final moments, and Carson-Newman wins it running away by 11, 86-75. Eagles are 15 and 9, 10 and 8 in the league. Bulldogs fall to 11 and 13 and 6 and 12 in South Atlantic Conference play. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Carson-Newman victorious over Wingate, 86-75. Domino's postgame report heads your way when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and comfort colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
We're going to get backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with two hands.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC electrifying play and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Final score from inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman gets the job done over Wingate by a final score of 86-75. Eagles improved to 15-9 on the year and 10-8 in league play. And credit Wingate, the rally was incredible. Down by 13 at the break, got as close as 3, but the Eagles get over the hump to hand the Bulldogs their 13th loss against 11 wins. They're now 6-12 in South Atlantic Conference play. Shot making was just off the charts for Wingate, especially in the second half. They started 9 of 11 from beyond the arc. Did miss their last 4 threes and had a stretch in the final 4 minutes, really, where they missed 6 straight shots, and the Eagles were able to get a little bit more separation. But Carson-Newman does see its 3-game streak where it had held opponents below 40% come to an end. Wingate shoots 46.6% from the field in this one. Goes 12 of 27 from beyond the arc, but the Eagles do a lot of things right to add up to the win. They took great care of the basketball and outscored Wingate 13-5 in points off turnovers. After getting out-rebounded in Cuddy Arena by 9, Carson-Newman was +3 on the glass in this one. And then shot making was certainly there for Carson-Newman. 53% from the field for the game, 55% after halftime, and a season best from a percentage standpoint, 12 of 22 from beyond the arc. Jack Browder resets his career high, 37 points on 11 of 20 shooting, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc, and 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Now at 1,939 career points for Jack Browder. He passed Ish Sanders for 6th on both the South Atlantic Conference and Carson-Newman all-time scoring lists. And what a day for Jack Browder. And it came in a day where he was lower usage. He picked up 2 fouls, set the final 6 minutes of the first half. Picked up a 4th foul and set for 4 minutes in the second half. But it didn't matter. He was really efficient and really effective. The league's leading scorer. More of that today against the Bulldogs. Only did have 5 rebounds as the league's leading rebounder. But still, really high-level effort, as you would come to expect for a guy that's in the conversation for a ton of postseason awards. Player of the Year in the league, an All-America candidate. He was on one here today. And again, moving past Chuck Rayford of Presbyterian and Ish Sanders, he now sits in 6th by his lonesome on both the South Atlantic Conference and Carson-Newman all-time scoring lists with his performance today against the Bulldogs. Rylan Houck had 16 points. He was really efficient. 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 5 at the line. And then Matt Bilbray doing Matt Bilbray things, 18 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from deep to go along with a 4 of 4 mark at the charity stripe. All ends up the Eagles shooting 53% from the field while withstanding Wingate's comeback effort. The Bulldogs certainly made it interesting. They were down 13 at the break, trailed by as many as 15 in the second half, and then just shot the cover off the ball to get close. And credit Carson-Newman. They had answer points frequently and fervently to respond and make things and keep the Bulldogs at bay as Carson-Newman prevails by a final score of 86-75. Here on the Domino's post-game report, Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. We've got all sorts of goodies courtside here at Holt Fieldhouse. Oh, hold on, Chuck. We got to mess with your. There we go. There you are.
We got some people in this community that so take care of us. Mama Bilbray.
Yeah. You got Ryan Gladwin's cookies.
And this is Mama Roach cupcakes, I do believe.
And we're going to add in from Miss Leanda Cavalier some cookie bars, and straight from her grandmother, Sally Messer, rest in peace, some heart-shaped jammies.
These are heart-shaped jammies?
Heart-shaped jammies, her grandmother's recipe.
Jammies?
Jammies. See, we're gonna. There's a heart with jam in the middle for Valentine's Day. That is Yaya's recipe. And a cookie.
I need water. Go downstairs, get water, baby.
There. I come prepared for you.
Thank you.
Don't say I never did anything for you.
This sickness has lingered, Kev.
And yet, here you are next to me, putting me at peril, putting these golden tones at peril. Performance worthy of this spread of sweet treats. Let me go ahead and let you get the cookie bar. You can put that on your plate. I've already had several of Ryan Gladwin's wife's cookies. They are really strong.
I had one before the game.
What did you see from your team today against a Wingate team that was determined to rally?
Yeah.
Made 9 of 11 threes to start the second half. Your team took those punches and responded. What did you see today?
Well, I really liked our defensive effort the first half. But I knew when we go in up 12 at half and we come out, and I think, what did we extend that to?
15.
15. Sort of in the second, I just knew that they were going to come at us fast and furious, and so I was expecting that. I mean, I didn't expect. Would they make 10 threes, 9 threes, or something second half?
Not 9 of 11 to begin. 9 of 6.
Good
15
gracious.
to finish.
I didn't expect that, but we made some adjustments there, changed up our ball screen coverage a little bit, and threw some zone at them a little bit just to sort of mess with the momentum and their rhythm. And I thought that allowed us to sort of stabilize and get our lead back there to finalize the game. So, yeah, first half, really happy with our overall defensive performance. Second half, kudos to them. They were making some tough shots. But at the end of the day, we were still able to get a lot of the primary targets that we had for today's game checked.
Jack Browner, goodness gracious, new career high, 37 for him. And he's now 6th all-time in scoring in school history.
Yeah.
Passes Ish Sanders.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, the legendary Ish Sanders on both the Carson-Newman and South Atlantic Conference scoring list. He's 6th in both.
Yeah.
What'd you see from Jack and what ended up, because of foul trouble, being his probably lowest usage game of the season?
He didn't even play 30 minutes, but he was good for over a point per minute, which is pretty impressive. Man, what more do I need to say about this dude? Let's just put it in context. Ish Sanders is one of the all-time great scorers at Carson-Newman and in this conference. Elite, and was elite from day one. Jack sort of came into it slowly. If you remember, Ish broke the conference scoring record as a true freshman, scoring 51 in here. Jack came into it sort of slowly because he was sort of, I don't know if I'd say a late bloomer, but,
He averaged 6 a game as a freshman.
Yeah, he was different. But, man, alive as he made up for it. And the reality is the loyalty that guy has shown to our institution, to this program, to our coaches, is unmatched. It's just unmatched. We've had a lot of guys. That have been here and have been special and have given and sacrificed. But let's just call it like it is. The guy had opportunities. He had opportunities to leave. Some other guys have had opportunities to leave, and they've stayed. But we're just thankful to have a guy like that, and the example he's been for all of us. To just stay the course and be one of the all-time. He will be one of the all-time greats in the history of this conference.
Well, there are not too many guys that can lay claim to 2 Presidents Awards in the league. In my mind, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. When it comes time for that 10 years from now for the school and South Atlantic Conference. He did his thing, obviously, at a very high level, but goodness gracious, Rylan Houck and Matt Bilbray were efficient. Their trend continues to move up. What did you see from that duo?
Well, let's start with Rylan. First year, man, and he's been trending. And it's coming together with some consistent performances, but a lot of the credit goes to him. It was tough. He's in a program at Lipscomb for 3 years, and he was in a different role. Now he's in a different role here, which included big time need on the floor, big time performance on the floor, and getting sort of used to that, getting used to that expectation, getting used to our coaching staff, getting used to new teammates. He's gotten used to all that, but then he's put in a lot of work, and that credit goes 100% to him. He's put in a lot of work in this gym to get where he's comfortable and confident. He wasn't expected at his previous school to be a shot maker, but I really thought when I watched him in the recruitment process that he could become that with just a little work and somebody to really believe in his ability to do that. I do believe in him. He knows that. We've talked about that, and I'm just happy for him and proud that he's, I think, becoming the kind of performer in game scenarios that he had always hoped to be and that I believed he could be.
Bilbray, 18.
Well, the best thing about Bilbray today is his mother brought 4 dozen crumble cookies.
And that's saying something given his
he only had
performance on the floor.
He only had 18. She brought 4 dozen. so 48. She brought 48. He only had 18. So thank you, Mama Bilbray. I mean, look at this. Look at this. That's her. She's 100% responsible for that. You know what?
I like how you went for the smaller of the two. I'm gonna go.
Oh my goodness. That's magic in my mouth. Yeah. Man.
This is a good food. I didn't expect. I knew Leanda was doing stuff.
Nothing better than
But then Ryan Gladwin drops off a box of cookies.
Yeah.
Clearly, Mama Bilbray has.
Look at him. There he is, right there, baby. He's not our baby. He's the real deal, Bill Bray. He told me. I said, "Why are you in the shower? We're barely done. He's in the shower." I got Valentine's. I got to find out who his little sweet Valentine is. I do not know who this might be. But regardless, Bill Bray, 18 and a very efficient 6 of 11 from the floor, 2 of 4 from the 3. Unblemished at the free throw line, 2 assists. I mean, what do you say, man? He just, again, showing a level of consistency, and he's only a sophomore. I mean, we love when we've got the ball in his hands, and I had that sort of expectation and vision for him going into the year, and he's embraced it more and more and more, and he's delivering, in big time ways.
In the meeting in Cuddy, you were out-rebounded.
Yeah.
Defensively in the second half, scoring was really challenging against their length. And those two things flipped today. You were efficient, 53% from the field. You out-rebounded them. What element that you flipped from the first meeting are you most proud of and what it enabled your team to do here today?
Defensively, it would definitely be the rebounding. But some of that is comprised of both our ability to offense rebound ourselves to sort of balance it out. But overall, man, it would definitely be how we took care of the ball. We've got back-to-back single-digit turnover games, and so that means we theoretically have more chances to take a shot at the basket, and if we give the opponent less chances to do something in terms of getting shots that we don't get. So offensively taking care of the ball, defensively the rebounding. I did think our scout discipline was really solid today. Back-to-back games where scout discipline's solid. So, I'm going to go home tonight feeling pretty good.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
Matt Bilbray is being yelled at by his head
I'm
coach.
hearting Bilbray.
Chuck flashing the heart. Big thumbs up. I think he needs to do the post-game interview. Where's he going? Get him back in here.
No,
You're letting him loose.
No, we got a newbie.
Are you giving me Colin Brown?
We're giving you Jack Browder and Colin Brown.
Yeah, all right.
Valentine.
All right. Yeah. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Tab? What have you done?
A filet dinner.
Ooh.
Smoked from my good buddy.
A smoked filet.
Yes. We're gonna go to the house.
Right.
Some smoked fillets tonight. I'm obviously, Kevin, I'm under the weather. You know this.
Yes.
Trying to get back on the men's, but she was saying that she needed a nice steak. I knew the man to go to. So when she gets back from Cooper Benson's basketball game, she and I will sit down at the table and enjoy our smoked dinner tonight. So excited about that.
I do think I'm going to hop on my soapbox here for a moment. It's important that you spend time, not just on Valentine's Day. It doesn't need to be because of Valentine's Day, but you got to make time. You can just mute yourself on 4 when you need to cough.
Yes.
Press this
Just
button.
hit that 4. Okay.
Just hit that button
Yeah.
when you need to cough.
Yes.
Go ahead and give the instruction to you. It's important to take time once a month. You and your significant other, especially once you have kids.
You have definitely done a great job being an example.
You have
the
to.
way you treat your sweet wife.
Once a month.
And I need to be better in that regards. And follow suit.
All right. I'm going to end on my relationship advice. I don't want you to talk about Emory and Henry. We're closing on Cavs' words of wisdom, unless you want to talk about E&H. I'll let you if you want to.
We're excited. E&H to me has had an incredible season so far. I think they defend at an elite level. I know it's going to be really tough. They're a hungry team. They got some really good players. I think they got some guys that are going to be on that all-conference list when it all shakes out. They beat us up there earlier this year, and so I'm really I'm excited we can get a day off tomorrow. Then we'll come back in here Monday and start putting our plan in place to host them on Wednesday.
Chuck, pleasure. Go enjoy your smoked filet.
Great. Thanks, Gabby.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's postgame report rolls on. Colin Brown, Jack Browder to the microphone. We get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's post-game interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's post-game report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
All right, back on the Domino's post-game report. It's Carson-Newman prevails over Wingate, 86-75. I'm Adam Cavalier, joined by Colin Brown. Colin, absolutely crucial minutes today from you.
Yes, sir.
7 points, flawless from the field. You knocked down your fourth three of the season. What clicked for you on a day where, Jack Browder never leaves the floor in the first half, but he was in foul trouble. Matt Bilroy was in foul trouble. Worked for you in their absence to build a lead at the break without two starters on the floor.
Really just this whole week of practice, just building confidence. Everybody had a great week of practice and preparation, and really just the coaches trusted me to go out there and just kind of do what they know I can do. But obviously been a rough year shooting the ball, but I just had to have that confidence, just go out there and just keep shooting. And, CB's been really on me about this week about having that confidence when I shoot the ball. So that meant a lot going out there today.
You missed 2 games. You didn't even travel. You looked horrible. When I saw you on the hallways, it was clear that a wide berth was needed.
Yeah.
Did that help reset you at all?
Oh, 100%. That LMU game, I think I was 100% just in normal life, but going out and trying to play basketball, I definitely was not 100%, just getting my legs back under me. But, and then after the LMU game, coming in and practicing all week, I felt really good coming into today and fresh legs, really.
Defensively in the first half, the effort was off the charts. You limit Wingate to 39.3% shooting. They go 3 of 12 from beyond the arc, and you use a 13-2 run to build a 13-point halftime lead. Again, that's in the final 6 minutes without 2 starters on the floor. What did you, Ivoriss Uosis, do to balance things out and make scoring difficult on the Bulldogs?
Really just knowing our matchups and knowing personnel. He harps on us every day about that, just knowing who you're going to guard and who everybody else is guarding, what they're going to do. And had one mishap where what's his name? Alex Godley, shooter driver, drove, and Miller, who coming into the game was labeled not as a shooter, but goes 5 from 8 and just knocking down shots.
I know you're a freshman. That's the second time Jordan Miller has done that to
really?
Carson-Newman.
Yeah.
Yes.
But didn't help off him as much, and Godley got to the rim, and, CB got on me about that. But it's really just knowing who you're guarding and just trying to take away their strengths.
It feels every day in the South Atlantic Conference. Good night. The competition from top to bottom in this league is off the charts. You welcome in Emory and Henry on Wednesday. This was a tough game. You're fresh off that 3-game road trip. That was a brutal road swing.
Mm-hmm.
No break with E&H coming here. They shot the cover off the ball in the first meeting in the Kings Center. What do you have to do to process this one and get ready for the Wasps on Wednesday?
I think the team we were when we played them the first time is a completely different team than what we have now. That was one of our first games out of Christmas break as well. I think after Tennessee Wesleyan, I believe.
Yeah.
But the confidence, obviously we're shooting the ball very efficient since then. But I think coming in, we just have to come out with so much energy because they're a very physical and aggressive team. So I think that's just the most important thing.
All right, Colin, thanks for the time.
Perfect.
Congrats.
Yep. Thank you so much.
That's freshman guard Colin Brown as Carson-Newman prevails over the Wingate Bulldogs 86-75. Time now for our AEC electrifying play of the game. We'll give it to Jack Browder, who interrupted a Modern Woodman live read to pass Ish Sanders on the school's all-time scoring list. Protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Jack Browder rains down a 3 from the left court. That's our AEC electrifying play of the game. AEC, member-owned, service-driven, bringing value to everyday life. After all, you're not just a utility customer. You are a co-op member. Jack Browder making his way courtside with some tubed meat. This is for me? Oh, you're so sweet. I've got 2 hot dogs and a plate of beans. I need you to score 37 more often if you're coming up here with two dogs and a plate of beans. This is the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside our premier player of the game, Jack Browder. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Jack, goodness. New career high, 37.
Yeah.
And low load today as well. Your
body feels great.
First sub 30-minute game of the year. Got yourself in foul trouble and still found ways to impact things. I know you enjoy the historical nature of this. You're 6th now, all-time in scoring in both Carson-Newman and league history, past Chuck Rayford of Presbyterian and Ish Sanders of Carson-Newman on both lists today. We haven't often talked about this aspect of it this season, but what does that mean to you to keep moving up the historical charts?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
I have really put zero thought to that this entire season and continue to do that. I don't even know what the number is or where I'm at. I know nothing about it. I try not to even focus on that, obviously. I know my role in this team is put the ball in the basket for the most part, and that doesn't happen, though, by myself. I mean, it happens with 4 of the guys around me every single time I step on the floor, and I'm grateful for our guys every single day to put that trust in me, and I trust them just as much today, and they got the job done, obviously. I mean, I had 37, but you look at the plus minus, I was 0 for the game.
The run came with you on the bench.
I was on the bench. End of the first half, we separated ourselves when I got in foul trouble, and then what was it, 8-4 in the second?
It was sorry, I put this deliciousness on my notes. They had cut it to 3 when you got in foul trouble, and then it was a 13-2 run to stretch it to 13 with you on the bench.
Credit to all of them. That's elite.
How meaningful is that to see guys like a Colin Brown, like an Ivoris Uosis, come in and perform the way they did? Not just you. Matt Bilbray was also out for the final 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just something we've progressed throughout the entire season, starting in preseason to now. Before the season starts, you look at us and we have a lot of inexperienced guys, not many minutes played, and as the year has gone on, the minutes have started totaling. Their confidence, their decision making, everything about their poise. It's continuing to grow, and I think that just the confidence should just be there for them at this point. They've shown it time and time again, game after game, and I'm proud of them for being able to stick through the adversity and the process which it takes to get confidence.
Defensively, you limited Wingate to 38.9% shooting in the first half while you built the lead, and then good night, they caught fire. They had 9 of their first 11 shots from deep in the second half. Have been playing primarily man, switched to the zone late. How did that impact their shot making when it came to winning time in stretch time?
Yeah, the zone call was huge. I mean, they were getting a lot of ball screen threes, sort of coming off ball screens, touching a little bit of paint, and then playing out of that. So the decision to go zone there and sort of push them east-west instead of getting some paint touches really helped. It kind of slowed the pace down too, just because of how the zone is. And it sort of just gave us back the control of the pace of the game, which we've been trying to control more over the last few games now. So that was a huge call. I think it was Luke's call, so credit to him right there on that one. And that definitely put the pace back in our hands, I think.
This was a game where while Wingate they'd hit back-to-back threes, but you'd have answer points somewhere in there. How crucial was that element that it wasn't a prime national championship contender LMU 15-0 run, and in the blink of the eye, you've gone from a 15-point game to it's tied.
Yeah, it's tied now. I think that's something that we have worked on over probably the course of this entire semester. We've got punched. We've thrown some punches, and we have got punched back. And the way we are responding right now, and I hope the way we continue to respond is with poise and with commitment to our process. And we did that. We did that today. They threw a great punch, obviously. I think how many games now have we had where we sort of control the momentum, lead a little bit, and the other team just comes out and punches us right back in the face. Tusculum,
Newberry, Wise here.
What about LMU away there? They got pretty close for a little bit.
I'll go
three.
there, yeah.
18 or something.
4 or 5.
So, yeah, I mean, in those games we've been able to respond. I just think that shows us what we need to do to win. That's a winning basketball right there, being able to respond to punches, and we have to continue to do that.
Talking to Colin Brown, every single one of these games in the SAC this year feels high leverage. You're coming off of 3 high leverage games on the road. This was a high leverage game. That continues when Emory and Henry comes in here on Wednesday. How do you process the good and bad from this one with the team that beat you earlier this year in Emory and Henry coming to Holt Fieldhouse?
Yeah, just continue to do the same process we've been doing game after game now. Recover tomorrow, do the right stuff, hydrate, and then absorb the prep that the coaching staff will give us. They've been hot. They've had a great year so far, and they're going to come in confident. I'm not sure what they did tonight, but
lost to Catawba by 13 at home.
Well, Catawba's. So
forced 22 turnovers.
That's them right there. So learn from what we did well and what we didn't do well the last time we played them. I have an idea of what happened the last game against them, but I'm confident in us how we're playing right now and our responses to adversity to be able to come out on top next Wednesday.
You said you have to live right. I'm gonna tempt you. Does a cookie equal living right?
Yeah.
You're willing to partake.
Yeah.
You want cookie bar? You want heart jamming?
Cookie bar.
Cookie bar. Well, we'll go for what we got here. All you.
Thank you.
All right, Jack. Thanks for the time. Congrats on career high 37 as you tuck into the Valentine's cookie bar.
Had to make sure I got it.
You got an M&M?
M&M on the top too.
You get the sprinkles, the pink sprinkles.
Right.
Crucial.
Good.
Crucial to the flavor profile. All right, Jack. Congrats. Premier player of the game, new career high.
Thank you.
That is our premier player of the game, Jack Browder, as Carson-Newman prevails by a final score of 86-75 over the Wingate Bulldogs. Take you around the banks of Mossy Creek before we go. Carson-Newman baseball has salvaged the series against Lincoln Memorial with a 4-0 shutout win in the nightcap over the Rail Splitters. Colton Kaysen tosses a complete game shutout to get Carson-Newman its first league win. Carson-Newman softball swept its action at the Low Country Classic in Hardyville, South Carolina, beating Erskine 8-3 and USC Beaufort 5-3. And Carson-Newman women's basketball fell earlier today to Wingate 66-57. On the hoops hardwood, Virginia Wise holds serve against Coker by a final of 86-69. The Cavs get it done inside of the Pryor Convocation Center behind 18 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double from Evan Ramsey. Mentioned it in Jack's interview. Catawba, a 78-65 win over Emory and Henry. Wasps outscored the Indians in the second half, but they were down 14 at the break. 22 turnovers and a 31-12 edge in points off turnovers for the Indians. The difference in that contest. Lenore Rhine victorious at Mars Hill, 91-74. Mars Hill shot the ball well, 53%, but had 24 turnovers to help pave the way for the Lenore Rhine victory. Tusculum winners at home over Newberry, 89-73. Bryce Jackson went for 26 points, while Drake Downs had 19 to lead Newberry. Pioneers shot 57% from the field in that game. And then finally, Lincoln Memorial hands Anderson its second loss of the season. Rail Splitters winners 87-78 over the Trojans. Campbell had 20 to lead the Rail Splitters. Rashawn Engelman 22 for Anderson. LMU just had the hot hand, 54% from the field for the game and 52%, 14 of 27 from beyond the arc in that win over Anderson. Our next presentation of Carson-Newman Athletics comes your way on Tuesday. Carson-Newman baseball in action on the road at Alabama-Huntsville. Rayanna DeCrow has the call of that game from the Yellowhammer State, and then we're back in action on Wednesday. We've got a quadruple header for you. Matt Scalzo heads to Shorter to broadcast Carson-Newman softball against the Hawks. That's a 3 p.m. start time, web only at cneagles.com/live. And then we've got the hoops doubleheader for you against Emory and Henry. Women's game at 5:30, men's game at 7:30. We're on the air at 5:15. For our entire crew, Skip Roberts back inside of Network Control, as well as our director today, Jay West, our replay operator, Ian Johnson, our fantastic camera crew, Emma Bowling, Chase Billings, Noah Pinland, and Colin Kempford. I'm Adam Cavalier. Once again, the final score from Holt Fieldhouse. It's Carson-Newman 86, Wingate 75. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your Valentine's Day. And good night from Holt Fieldhouse.
You've been listening to the Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagle Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Jay West, Rayanna, she's just a girl, DeCrow, and Matt Scalzo. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, Visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagles Sports Network.